live. I'm sorry that we're late. Like, I know that that's nothing new. Okay, we're late. But we're here. That's what's important. So,
Woohoo.
I know, Kit Kat. I know. I just said I got to start working on being on time because I am never on time. It doesn't matter. I don't know why. I'm never on time, and I used to be so weird about that. Like, I have to be on time. Batty, I'm sorry. Okay, so can you guys put a one in the chat if you kind of know what's going on, or do I need to go over it all? Hey Hassel, hey
I
Michelle,
would at least show those, or tell
Hey
people to
guys.
go look at your community posts to look at those Twitter
Okay,
things.
I can
Oh,
do
and I've got
that.
some screenshots too.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I can actually just show my community post. That's a good place to start. Hey Eric, more than enough. Hey Audrey, Nat Clo.
Hey,
Okay,
everybody.
let me go get it. I'm gonna mute for
Wait,
one
what
second.
were ones? Ones are if they know what's
If
going
they
on.
know what's going on, yeah, but
It's
there are some
mostly
twos,
ones.
so yeah, I'll just go ahead and I'll show the community post. Hold on.
It's astounding, Michelle.
I cannot even with that. Like,
Mm. It's
focus
actually
people.
sad, like really sad to see once the way that this whole thing is being handled
Yeah.
in the community.
And I guess we should put out I don't know, a disclaimer. I didn't know Mary. I thought she was funny. She had a quirky sense of humor. I
Yeah.
don't have anything to judge her on around here because I didn't interact with her, but I feel really sorry for her family and that she, you
Absolutely,
know,
this is not a dig at her.
no, nothing. I
I
have
didn't
no,
know her. I want to make that
mm-mm.
clear. This is not a dig at her. This is the second day I've been dragged into drama personally because of her death, and not and by her own friends, and I'm sick of it. So
And it's not fair to
it's
her
not fair.
It's
No.
not. No, like,
or her family. Like I prayers to her loved ones, her family.
mhm. That's horrible. It's a horrible thing to happen. Um, I just didn't know
Okay,
her.
so
It's a terribly
Wendy
tragic.
said, who is laughing? Or Carly said, who's laughing? Okay. And because hold on, I want to make sure I get this right. I should just pull up the Twitter, but I don't know if I can see everybody's tweets. A lot of people have me blocked.
You can
Hold on,
see
let
her.
me try to pull up the Twitter. Hold on a sec.
I can see the screenshot good.
No, but that was that was a response to somebody. Like,
Oh, I see what
it
you're
was a
saying.
whole
You got
thread.
the whole
Yeah,
thread
yeah. Hold on
response.
one second.
Gotcha,
Sorry.
gotcha.
I don't know Amazing Grace. I wouldn't assume yet. I don't know anything about that. That's why I'm like, I have nothing to say about, except for about Mary's family. May she rest in peace. I'm very sorry for your loss. That's all I'm going to say to Mary's family. Or, I don't even like doing this, but
No.
I'm also not going to be accused of this either. So hold on one second.
Hey, Winky. If you look at Carly's, hold on. What did she say? Audrey said something. Where'd it go? Okay, Amanda Lynn, if you look at that Carly's Twitter, she responded to Wendy again and said she doesn't care about proof.
What?
Of course, these fools don't.
Who are these people? I know Miss
Okay,
Ratty's a Wendy V
Carly,
supporter.
the only Carly I know is from the drama community. She's from Australia.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's who it is, though. I'm not on Twitter like that, so I don't
Neither.
know. Proof of what? She's getting ready to show you, Betty. What
Okay, so Carly said, oh well, the sentiment still stands. You've shown who you are, so I wouldn't be surprised. I care enough to spend 15 seconds tweeting. I don't care enough to verify. Okay, so you know
What?
Wendy.
No,
You don't
that is
know
her.
me.
That is
You don't
her.
know me.
I just want
Okay.
to say that is Carly from Australia because it says Carly Aussie. So that is the Carly from the drama community.
Yeah, now they're showing some bullshit that doesn't even matter. Anyways, I don't know where the original tweet is, but they said that people are laughing at the fact. Oh wait, who joined? Wait a second. Thank you. Welcome, Olivia. Wendy accused me of trolling Bomb and saying that she was next. Now I'm going to personally need to see some receipts for this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I never did that. And anybody who knows me knows I wouldn't do that. That's completely not okay. And then I go into Holly's today to hear that you know this side's like responsible. I don't know what happened. I don't even need to know what happened to Mary. I I I don't want anything bad to anybody to say one thing bad in my chat about Mary. Let her rest in peace. But that's fucked up. Like it's all fucked up. Why are you guys? Why are we fighting each other? Like why are we
Yeah.
accusing each other of these things? For fuck's
And
sake, get
and
to the dead.
blaming YouTube for what happened. It's somebody s- somebody said they're weaponizing her death, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's kind of true." It seems to be that way. They want to blame somebody for it, and I don't know why. Like,
Right. I don't. I mean, last night it started out with serendipity.
Yeah,
yeah,
With
that's
we can thank
definitely
Ghostbusters.
what she
her
did.
for all of this, in my opinion.
That's definitely what she did. She absolutely, definitely went live. I'm pretty sure she had that her name in the title, right? And went live, to what I thought was going to be like a condolence stream about her, and then turned it all into a blame game of drama. And it's just,
Yeah,
Right. Exactly. Like, you know, um, I only thing the only comment that I even made about this publicly was Hartley made a post and I said, "This is why I love you," and put a heart because it was a very nice post to Bombshell. This is why I love you. I didn't say the things that I'm being accused of saying. Damn sure didn't say them. And if Ratty's gonna go around saying that, I would like her to show me what she's talking about. But I've been asking for like 3 hours now, so I'm guessing that's not gonna fucking happen. Um,
well,
and
even if
nobody that
somebody,
I know would do that.
well, no, and even if it were true, I don't think it is. I could only imagine somebody, if somebody was going to say that, they were just like, it has to be a troll just trying to be super cruel. But even if somebody did say that shitty thing about Bomb, why would somebody want to tell her that? That's a really hurtful thing to tell your friend, like right after she just
Exactly right.
lost her friend. I don't
Yeah,
understand
I
that.
ain't seen one person say mean things, and I did take my video down because I was pissed and it was really harsh. Okay, um, so I was like, not to Mary, of course, but I'm talking about like about the situation, and I was like, that's not the message I want to send. Plus, if I start off on that, but no one's even going to listen to my message, like
Yeah,
most people aren't. So like, I'm going to take that down. I'm going to go live, and I'm just going to address it because I was really upset after Holly's stream, seeing all of those comments about us being to call, like not. I don't know who they were talking about because they didn't say names, but I was already really upset about that because nobody caused that. But second off, then I get somebody asking me, "What is this person talking about? You said Bomb was next." I'm like, "Wait a minute, what? I did what? I said she was next to what?
I just
The
don't believe
fuck?"
it's true. I don't. I'm clearly don't have the same mind frame as Carly. I wouldn't believe that somebody would laugh about this unless I seen it with my own two eyes.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I just personally do not think on either side that there are people that would laugh about something like this. I just don't.
No, and say like you're next and those things. Hell no. Like I don't want anybody to die. I don't dislike anybody here on YouTube enough, or even in my real life enough to say I want you to die. Like, or you're next. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with people? Like, ugh. Mm-mm. So, I mean, I can almost understand. I was really pissed off at Holly earlier. Then I was like, well, that was her best friend. Maybe she just needed, like, just that was like she came on when she was angry, kind of thing, right? Like that was her very best friend on YouTube.
Yeah,
But
I can
Sarah last
imagine.
night had no fucking place in doing what she did, in my opinion.
nope. She took it as an opportunity to throw in, and I'm talking about Sarah.
Yeah.
To throw in her jabs and stuff that she's obviously been holding in for so long. And I just can't. I don't think I need to go
I don't
there.
know. I just think it was the wrong time for her to do what she did, but clearly that was
Yeah,
something important to her to piggyback off of that to talk about all the things she talked about.
Oh, that reminds me. I want to bring up some screenshots. I'll be right back.
Okay, so Starlight's got some
Oh,
screenshots.
since we're talking about Sarah, I just want to say that I, I I never went back and listened to what we said on that stream. Um, but I would almost bet money that I didn't call her racist or a racist, because I don't like using that label for anybody that I don't know in real life. I just feel like I've always felt like you can't, if you don't know somebody, you can't just slap that label on them. But what I did say is, if you're singling someone out because of the color of their skin over and over again, you are, what's the reason that you keep doing that, Sarah? I don't understand. I'm not calling
Right.
you racist.
Yes.
I'm not putting a label on you. I'm saying there's a reason why you keep singling someone out because of the color of their skin. And all I said, I asked you nicely to please stop doing that. That's it. Say what you want about me.
Right. Exactly. We didn't go live when she was talking about someone in her family using the N word. I could have jumped right on that right after all that stuff, but I didn't. We didn't. We didn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like these, I just can't do all the labels and then when you turn around and say something similar to them, you're the devil. How does that work? Like when did it get like that?
When the community ran out of content and they're scraping the bottom of the barrel and they have
Right.
nothing else to talk about.
That's true. Yes, Leela, for sure. That's a sad situation. She has, no matter what's happened here on YouTube, she has a kid, and a family and a husband, and I don't wish it on anybody.
Imagine.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Maybe that is true, Olivia. Maybe that is the problem. Maybe she doesn't want to take inventory of her own life because I remember that was the hardest step for me. That was the hardest set of the steps for me, just to take my own inventory, figure it all out. It always is easier to point somebody else's stuff out
Well,
than point your own.
well, that's another thing that I heard from her stream today. It sounds like, and I only know this because she told everybody, but she has a whole lot of personal issues going on, and I do believe maybe that's why she comes to the internet and takes it out on certain people. But uh, just on a human to human level, Sarah, like you really, really should like take care of yourself and just try to focus on putting your shit back together. That's it's if your marriage is falling apart like you said it was and all of these things, please put your time and effort into that. None of this shit matters compared to all that stuff in your real life. None of it.
Right. German lady today, she said that people yelled at her and told them, like, basically what I got from it is people are sick of her making things worse. I don't know. That's what I got from it.
That's what I got
Um,
from it. There was no
I
brush
don't
you
know.
brushed today.
Right. Oh, okay. I
So,
just had
okay, Republican Ash put this in Holly's chat today, which she didn't answer, but the chat did, which was, oh yeah, yeah, yes, of course, that had a lot to do with it in response to this. I want to double check. Didn't the drama community made her caused anxiety? Ash, it's didn't the drama community cause her to have anxiety and made her stressed out? No. We all choose to participate here. That's my opinion, but it doesn't matter. I've got one more.
Well, I mean, just in general, if you feel the way that Ash wrote in that comment, it's your responsibility to get away from the shit. Not fucking
Yeah.
with it.
I want to double check. Oh, wait, that's the same one. Sorry. I hate those.
and Rep. Okay, so Rep had somebody, ask me if I didn't have time to do it today. If I wanted to, or if I could talk to her and clear this stuff up. Um, because of my video, I told her to fuck off. I was so mad at my video. Now I'm not as mad as I'm just frustrated that people are just taking people's words for that and running with it. That's really my stance on it now.
But
Like,
why, if she wanted to talk, if now she want, why run to a stream about like this is another level of shit stirring. This isn't just her normal shit stirring. This is like
no, I agree. I told her to
a
fuck off from the
tragic
get-go. I agree.
situation just happened, and the first thing you can do to think about is to go
Listen,
shit
Gwen.
stir.
Exactly. Like, I don't know.
Get
Okay, so
yourself
yeah,
together.
she's addressing some account called No Drama. Did you see Wendy? And then she had to put in parentheses Diane's friend. Like, we don't know. Community post. You might want to go see it. She's making it about her. No, Ash, that's not what she was doing at all. Just stop. Like, you're all. This is what drives me nuts about her. I don't want in the drama. They're always trying to get me in the drama. They just want to use me for their drama. No, bitch. You go into chats, running your mouth, saying stupid shit like this when it's not about the drama community at all. It's about a woman that was here and she's gone. That's what it's about. So going
Yeah.
into her friends' chats and saying stuff like that, where's your focus? Not on the person who's gone,
Well,
my
I just feel
opinion.
like that's all being taken away.
And why
Where the
not
focus
try to?
should be,
Oh,
it was
yes.
on us.
Why not try to like they are going through something really terrible right now. Why would you go and try to put drama on top of? I I I can't relate with what I can't understand. It's mind-boggling to me. Like Holly just had lost her best friend on here. And what you want to do is go and add on to that, not positive, not reinforcement, not condolences, and then say people are bringing you into drama. You
Hello,
need to look in the mirror, Red
Penguin.
Bash.
Everybody that came in. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you guys individually. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I don't understand. I guess if I ever die and you guys are still going live and all that fun stuff, just please don't let people turn it into this because it's such a slap in the face. Like I've had one interaction, I think maybe two, with Mary. One of them was we got in an argument about something stupid. I don't even remember, and it was like literally both of us said one line and walked away. We didn't even care to argue, um, and we never like interacted. I don't have anything bad to say personally about her. I know other people have these big, long, drawn out feuds with her. Even those people have been saying, "I don't care what happened. I just want to say I'm sorry for her family's loss." Like that's I've not seen one person besides them be ugly. I haven't seen this side like fuck her. I've literally seen people saying, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't, I send condolences, all of that." And so I'm kind of just why is it being turned into something so ugly? Like I don't want to fight with y'all about your friend. I want you guys to be able to um respect, go and do these streams and talk about the wonderful things about her and all the stuff you love. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't know her. Um that's all. I just don't I don't want it to be turned into something ugly. Like it's something it already is ugly enough, it's sad. And I
Mm.
guess that's, I
Hey,
don't
Miss
know.
ONG. What
Oh
did Miss?
yeah, Jesse Cat's video. Let me see if I can get it. It was really good. Hold on a second. We
Oh,
can watch it. Hold on.
what did Wendy's community post say? What was she referring to?
Let me look. Hold on. Let me see what it was. Okay. I don't even know if it's still up. I don't get community posts. It's so annoying. Um.
Hey, Alexis.
What are we looking for?
Do you know what Wendy said on her community post? What was
Okay. Right.
Alexis?
Oh, it's right here. I got it. It's Jesse Cat's
Okay.
video too. So that's
Yeah.
perfect. Hold on.
And that was a good video, Jessie Cat, if you're in here.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it. So that everybody can see it and make sure you sub up to her. I'll share her link. Perfectly said. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Using this as an opportunity to blame me as if I somehow caused this. Would you feel that way If it were me who died today, would you be cussing and threatening Mary or Corey or Bomb or anyone else? If it were me or Diane or Randy who passed away, it really that deep, guys? Are you so full of pure hatred? Wake up, people. Life is so short. For fuck's sake, have you really learned nothing? There is a baby. There's a baby without a mother tonight. A man without a wife. Focus on that. Give your energy to that. Pray for that. Then think about how you plan to change yourselves to make the community the place it should be. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna watch Jessie Cat's video, and I'll share her link in a sec. You mute because it'll echo because it's annoying.
Hey, normally I don't really respond to too much on here because, to be honest, I'm not really into wanting to stick my nose too much into the drama. But the things I've been watching today have really, really got me upset. Um, I wasn't a friend to Mary. In fact, she annoyed me. I'm going to be honest, she annoyed me. I didn't hate her at all, by no means. And I can tell you another thing that the people that she fought with didn't hate her either. It wasn't that deep. I mean, she taunted people she didn't like, and the people she didn't like teased her back. Yes. But you know what? Nobody expected or wanted or is rejoicing in the fact that she passed away. Like, when I heard, I was in tears. I wasn't close to her. I'm in tears because I'm sad for her family. I'm sad for her loved ones, for anybody who was close to her. But is right now the time to attack? Is this a time for drama? Because I really don't think it is. I'm disgusted. Because I tell you one thing, the people that don't like her, drama is the last thing that's on their mind right now. And they're probably very upset too. Because I may not be close to the one she fought with, but I know them enough because I've been in this community long enough to know them enough that they would not be happy about this. They wouldn't be rejoicing. And the people that sent her condolences, they did it out of the kindness of their hearts because they have hearts. We're not evil here, okay?
Hold up. Hold up. What's your name under your fake ass account, Annie Love? I responded because she turned her friend's memorial service into about me. That's why, motherfucker. That's why
I mean, do we need to bring up Sarah's live?
Because we can. We can bring it up.
I've got it recorded.
Yeah, actually, we might after this. We might go ahead and show why the fuck I responded. I don't respond to every little thing. There's a lot that I don't respond to, but this I will respond to. As a matter of fact, Sarah goes live. Whenever Sarah goes live, I hardly even watch it because I can't fucking stand to even listen to it. But if you're gonna come in here, at least use your real name. Quit being a fucking coward and know your fucking shit. That's all. Grow up. Okay, can y'all just get rid of Annie Love? I am not in the fucking mood tonight.
I don't want to hear the poor Sarah. Poor Sarah.
I've never seen anybody. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but from just off the top of my head, most times that Sarah goes live, like if anybody talks about her, it's in response to her bringing the bullshit on herself, her poking first.
And I rarely respond to a lot of things, but also I'm in a place where I'm not feuding with a lot of people. So when she brings up somebody that I'm not feuding with at the moment, like we're not going back and forth, I don't fucking want that bullshit. I just don't. I don't want to fight with Steph every single day anymore. I don't want to fight with her. I don't talk about Laura very much. All the people that Sarah likes to say that we go after, none of us have even talked about. So yeah, I'm going to respond. And you know what? If she didn't come on here high, it wouldn't be a fucking issue. But somebody needs to tell her. Maybe it'll save her fucking life, right? Right. Okay, I'm pushing play.
Well, and there are plenty of times that you take the high road, but they don't see those times because you're not responding.
Exactly.
They only see when you respond.
All right, I take the high road. We all do. There's so much I could respond to. I don't. But on this, I will. I'm not going to just sit back. That's not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to push play.
And everybody that cares about her, if you really truly cared about her, you'd be just as honest with her as well.
You wouldn't be in her chat saying, "Oh no, you sound fine. There's nothing wrong." No. Sorry.
Yeah,
Not
those
gonna
comments
happen
this
on my
morning
end.
were ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. All right, I'm going to push play.
We're not Corey's. We care. Yes, she's gonna say some nasty shit, and I've already heard some nasty jabs and pokes and guilty already. But shouldn't we be dropping our swords right now? Because this is sad, it's terrible, and nobody is happy that it happened. But people are using it to fight. Please stop. Please stop doing that. We're not happy. It is unfortunate. She was too young. She had a husband. She had children. And none of this is that deep. I don't believe anybody on here hated Mary. People got annoyed. People didn't like her. She didn't like people. We all have done things on here that we regret. But when something huge like this happens, it is not the time to fight and throw it in people's faces. Nobody expected for this to happen. So we're going to throw it in people's faces and condemn those that are sending condolences? No, that come from the heart. What would people rather us do? Or the people that she wasn't friends with? Would they rather that we attack and say, well, this and this, or this and this, or you did this? Because we could say things, but we're not going to because we're upset. We are upset too because she was part of our community. We are all hurting, some more than others, but we are all hurting in some way or another. So why are we trying to hurt people even more? I understand there's a lot of hurt feelings and anger, but nobody is rejoicing. And the people that are being guilted are definitely not rejoicing at all. And when they say that they're upset and when they're sending condolences, it's because they feel terrible. No, they're not going to put her down anymore. She can't say anything to them. They're not going to say anything about her. It was a YouTube drama. It has ended. We're not evil people here. We have hearts. Now, Corey's going to say nasty things because she is evil spirited and nobody can tell me any different. But you know what? Many don't say anything to her. She gets away with it because we all know that that's the way she is. This drama is stupid. She wasn't bullied. She gave it too, and she received it. Everybody's had shitty behavior here, okay? But no, it's nobody's fault that she passed away. Nobody's. And we're all upset about it. All of us. So please, can people stop trying to hurt others and blame and guilt because of their anger? We're not happy about this. Nobody is. Thank you. That's all I have to say. I'm really bothered. You know, I don't say a lot on here, but please, guys, I care about so many of you here, but I'm seeing sides of you that is really bothering me. This is not the time to show hate. It's not the time for drama about this. It's shocking, it's upsetting, and may she rest in peace.
Very well said.
Great video, Jessica.
That was a really, really good video. It was like worded perfectly.
Yeah. You know, I just want to touch on what happened. I mean, for me, it's scary, like, just thinking about my own mortality. I mean, she wasn't that much older than I am, I don't think. I don't know.
No, yeah, it's very scary to think like how
young.
young
So,
she had a little girl and
yeah, exactly. So, like, who in their right mind like be okay with the fact that you know, somebody died that has been in this community for a long time, love or hate her, it still freaking happened, and you have to think, you know, that could have been, what if that was me? What if that was any of y'all? What would, I
yeah,
don't know.
I can't even like seeing that video of her with her kid at Easter that they played. I was like, oh my god, I couldn't take it. I can't
I
can't
know,
take
it's so
stuff like
sad.
that.
So
To think that she was okay, you know, the day before or
I
whatever. Like,
know. And it
what
goes
if
to show
any
you
of us?
just don't know.
she was
You
on
have,
panel the night before, right?
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You
So
just
sad.
never know. So,
Rada's
You
here.
no.
don't ever know. Like, you could be
Hey,
fine. You could be in first grade,
Rhoda.
visiting with your best friend, your family, and seriously pass away that night. Like, that's so scary. So should we play my video, my response to Sarah, or should we do?
Maybe we should watch Sarah first.
I wish, yeah, I want to play what she said.
Okay, well I don't want to play the part where she's actually talking about Mary. That was the first half.
No,
Then
no, she
no,
hardly talked about her,
part.
so
I know. Okay, you can pull it up.
Hey, real man.
I don't have my phone on me right now.
Moderate chaos.
Or
We didn't
I
lose
would
any.
upload.
Well, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Everybody at once.
I was just gonna say I don't have my phone, or I'd upload the clip. Anyways,
You got the clips.
the clips. I got the clips here in my phone.
Well, I was just gonna say, moderate chaos. We didn't lose anybody. Like we didn't have a friend. That was their.
The community lost somebody.
Yeah, the community lost somebody though.
Even if we were not friends with them, like there was a time where Mary, would come into Diane's and everything. It was before the whole scandal and all that, but yeah.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Sadly, with people believing that anybody in the community would truly laugh about something like this,
so gross,
and think
I would never laugh at that. I have a hard time.
I don't know.
It blows my mind. It makes me feel like there are people that.
I don't know if y'all watched. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I just said it makes me feel like there probably are people that would be happy if certain people passed away.
Well, I don't know if y'all watch Holly live. I watched her while she was actually live.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, the troll accounts that were coming in there saying the most disgusting shit.
Yes. Oh yeah, I did see a little bit of it. That's terrible. I'm gonna drop the link in just a second for anybody that wants to come up. I was trying to figure out where this noise is coming from. I had another freaking tab playing. My god.
I'm gonna pull Dipshit's live up over here if that's okay.
Yeah, my phone's telling me it's bedtime.
Yeah. I know that sound.
I never listen. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to close my Discord because I think my Discord's beeping. Oh, I don't think.
I do believe some people would rejoice.
You took it down.
Can you hear my Discord beeping? Is it annoying?
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it. She took it down. Let me go get my phone. I'll be right back.
All right. She probably figured it's somebody's bedtime, and then I'll drop the link. I think Alexis wanted to come up, and anybody else who wants to come up, more than welcome to come up with us. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to close out all these windows. Every time I close one, another one starts playing. I'm like, where's that noise? Oh, hate that. Let me get that done. Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah, it's really sad. And she had
it is sad.
Small children too. And she wasn't. I don't know how old she was, but I know she wasn't. She had to be like in her 30s or something.
30s or 40s. She looked young, maybe 40s, but she had a little girl, and she, like I said, they showed a pic. I mean, I remember the Christmas video. I remember there was a video, and she was playing with her daughter, and it was like, she was playing with the bike, and you could just see the excitement.
Oh,
she's there.
Yes. Was there like snow outside? There was snow on the ground?
Yeah, and they were driving it around the house, and the little girl was like baking for her or whatever. And I always just thought that I don't know who said that Mary was a bad mom, because that's the only thing I ever knew about her was I thought she was good to her kid. Like,
yeah,
I didn't know her, so. Okay, so she's probably like 44, so she's probably not even 10 years older than me, which is scary, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so young.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna play it through my phone.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's
like
fine.
Uploading. All right, hold
on.
I'll
give them
loud and all that.
Okay, I'm gonna give the link out in just a second.
On this community, and I'm not intimidated by one of you. It's funny. Hello, Starlight.
I kept muting myself. I want to add that this is on like 1.75 speed, so she sounds normal.
She does sound normal, so yeah.
Video of me, and then I wish I'd have made this video of her. I wish wish I'd have got the chance, but the reposter got her. If anybody has the reposter,
Oh, you got me, Sarah. Oh,
can you
What
post
is the
that
video they're talking about? What did she talk about? What did
it's like
What is
that
it?
somebody. I haven't even watched it, but I saw the like first minute, if that. They clipped where I was on Bombshell, and Bombshell's asked me if I would dox someone on my panel, and I said no. And then they clipped where someone had pulled up some like Facebook. It looked like Facebook crap. I don't know. But ooh, they got me with that one. I'm a
But
doxer
what?
now, okay, guys?
But wasn't?
Yeah,
Wait a
but it's
minute.
a link that
The Bombshell
been
was
going
in
around.
Sarah's chat when
Exactly.
Sarah was talking about that, and I mean, no offense to Bombshell, she's not done it in a long time, but she's doxed people. So what's her point?
Yeah,
Right, but
the thing
there's
is that
it's
link.
it's an I gotcha. It's you were on Bombshells and you said no, and then we pulled up this where someone pulled this up on your last live stream. Blah blah de blah blah blah.
Oh, so I just proven that you lied about something.
and said she's not okay with doxing. That's funny because she streamed someone's whole docs.
Hey, she sounded Connie.
And Amanda Lynn
said that to you.
Here, yeah.
What did she say about me, Starlight? I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
I keep muting myself. Yeah, Sarah,
okay.
you were in that chat while and giving him like info to help him dox me. So shut up. Shut up.
Oh, she's talking about. Okay, never mind. I know what she's talking about now.
Yeah.
I was lost.
Oh, there's something else I was gonna say. I don't remember what it was.
Listen up, Sasquatch. You ain't shit.
Oh, here, let me rewind it a little bit more.
You think you are, but listen up, Sasquatch.
Hold on. Didn't go back far enough.
She streamed someone's whole docs.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Fuck. Okay, if that happened, if what you're saying is true, why did you guys clip what you call a dox and put it on another channel? Can someone make that make sense? If he was doxed, why was it clipped? I took the stream down.
Right.
So why would they clip it?
So the person that's calling you out for doxing, redox what you
Yes, the reposter redoxer. That's what it is, I guess.
the redoxer.
Mm-hmm.
And Amanda Lynn, you can say all you want about me. You can walk around here big and bad like you think you are. But listen up, Sasquatch. You ain't shit.
Okay.
You intimidate.
Yo, she called you Sasquatch. Oh.
Is she talking to Sasquatch the person or Amanda?
And criminal history and everything up on your screen. You lied to Bombshell. You know why you lied to Bombshell? Because you're scared to death of her.
Hold on, let me pause that one. Hey, Sasquatch, you sexy hairy beast. I'm not scared of Bombshell. I just don't like fighting with Bombshell. She's,
But
I
why
just don't. I'd rather not fight with Bombshell. But I didn't lie to her because I'm scared of her. I'm lying to her because I didn't dox anybody.
Why?
Hey, no, she said, Amanda Lane, you walk around here like everybody's supposed to be afraid of you, like you're some big badass. You ain't shit.
When do you do
Sasquatch. That's
that?
what she said.
When the
don't.
hell
That's
have you
her
been doing that? Did I
projection.
miss that?
That's her projection of what she sees Manda as a badass. So she's projecting how she sees Manda as a badass. That's all that is. But why she can't start issues between you and Bomb?
I don't know.
Hi, ladies. All I gotta say is I just can't believe she used the word Sasquatch.
Shit to me. When you make your little videos of me, I don't watch them.
Nobody makes videos of you.
You are now bottom of the barrel. You hang around David Walsh and all those.
Shout out Walsh.
You are bottom of the barrel now. Congratulations. You hang around a man that is a Holocaust denier.
Okay, I want to address that. I do not hang around a man who is a Holocaust denier. If I go on David Walsh's panel, and Uric decides to take a link like like Keith is doing, and he's just sitting on the fucking panel. He's not talking about anything to do with the Holocaust while I'm up there that I'm aware of. So don't say I support a Holocaust denier when I barely know that man, weirdo.
And it is racist towards men of color.
And so
Shame on you.
is the people she goes on panel
Shame
with.
on you for that.
Hello.
It makes you no better. And I'm going to say this. Stephanie Brown,
Say it.
how dare you even allude to the fact that I'm
I'll read you what I
racist.
want, bitch.
What you did was deflection. The only thing I said on my channel a few days ago was, I cannot believe.
I don't even want to play what she says because it
Let her,
makes me
no,
so.
let her say it. Let her say it.
Oh, God, oh, it makes me so mad.
Married to a man of color
It makes her look
would
so
be in a
bad.
Discord like that where the N-word is being used. And you tried to spin it
Nope.
and say that I'm racist.
Nope. Not what I said. You're just too stupid
I
to
didn't even
understand.
respond to you then. You want to know why? Because people know me. People know that I'm not racist. I don't have to try to convince people otherwise.
I don't think, pause it for 1 second. I don't think Sarah's racist. I never said she was racist. All I said is her repeatedly speaking about someone because they're not white and singling them out
And not on YouTube.
over and over, and not on YouTube and not part of this community over and over and over and over, makes her a little bit, I don't know, something. She's singling somebody out because of the color of their skin. I don't know what you call it. I don't think she's racist. That's all.
Right.
Okay, I had to look up the Google definition of a Sasquatch.
You didn't know
And
what
it's another
Sasquatch
term
was?
for a Bigfoot, according
know
to Google. I didn't know that. I thought she was trying. I did not know that.
Yeah, my sister is a Sasquatch.
Well, you
okay,
were
long time
today
ago.
years old when
Look
you
at
learned
somebody
not
else.
only what a Sasquatch is, but that Manda is also secretly.
The part
I'm not gonna lie, I
Sasquatch.
thought it was
Yeah.
a vegetable. I
Oh my God.
That's a Sasquatch.
thought it was a vegetable. I feel so stupid.
What did you learn
Oh
in
my
our
God.
panel?
I'm glad you Googled it.
I did,
Oh my
because
God.
I'm thinking of a vegetable, and I looked it up, and it's the definition. It's another word for Bigfoot.
Did her profile picture throw you off and you were like, I better Google that?
Yeah, it really did.
He's like, that's not an egg.
Oh my You're thinking of a squash. You're thinking of a little
Yeah.
squash.
A
Yes.
sassy squatch. A sassy one.
A
Sasquatch.
sassy. Now I gotta get a meme, a sassy squatch. So if anybody's
Oh my
can make me a
goodness.
squash, that'd be great.
The profile picture threw me off so bad. I was like, why she got a Bigfoot on there when the joke is got the Sasquatch? I don't get it. It's a vegetable, right?
That's fucking great. All right.
Yes,
Oh,
that's crazy bingo. Yeah.
oh my God. I'm sorry.
Torture.
50 Shades. Why does everyone go right to the racist crap? Seriously.
What? That's just what she did.
Well, the reason it was ever
What
brought up.
she did.
Yeah, the reason it was ever brought up was because she was going on about a racist Discord and that people were racist for being in the Discord. So
Your mama's. Oh, no.
Something new. Serendipity. I didn't know her, but I wanted to stop by to pay my respects.
I bet she was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. That's what my life's about. I completely forgot.
Condolences to her family and to her friends online. And so this little girl.
I'm not going to play all that.
Wow.
hey Keith,
Hey,
Where
what's
have
up,
you
y'all?
been, Keith Utzi?
how you been?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Man, I've just been working a lot, just chilling and stuff.
It's
Took a nice
been a
little break.
while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
How How you doing?
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
Alexis,
Oh, Alexis.
Doing good. How are you? I just
Good.
had to learn the definition of a Sasquatch, and now we're gonna have to get poor Amanda a sassy squash meme or something. 'Cause
I was gonna say it's
Hey, Alexis, my
Sasquatch.
favorite Eskimo.
It's like Miss Sasquatch or something. Oh man. Yep.
I just want to know
Um,
what happened with Sarah. with you guys. 'Cause I
okay,
thought you guys
so
were
all
friends
right.
at one point.
You got to ask
Well,
Sarah what happened.
yeah,
Well,
because
you
okay,
guys all
so I
friends at
made
one
peace with
point.
her. Well, we were, but I made peace with her because we were all fighting. I made peace with her the moment I jumped off the panel. She said it's not going to last because I'm not going to like when she comes after you talking to Steph. So
Yeah.
fast forward, Steph and I don't even go back and forth anymore. Like we just don't mention each other. So Sarah takes every opportunity to say, "Why do you guys go after Steph?" Meanwhile, I haven't even been mentioning Steph. She hadn't even been mentioning me. Her own, she said on the end of her life that her own friends even got onto her because she does this out of the blue every week or so.
Okay.
She gets all
Can I
fucked up, comes on
can I
YouTube.
can I pause you for a minute?
Sure.
You know how she's been on panels saying she's struggling? Do you think that's
Absolutely,
something?
yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's why a lot of times I don't respond to her.
This
But
is not the first time that she's been
yeah,
struggling and does this
I
and
know,
does
I know,
it
I know,
and
I know.
does it.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just
we
saying
took
maybe she reacts different than
we took time out of life.
mentally.
Maybe she needs to quit lighting dumpster fires and walking
Yeah,
away.
because like that fight with Steph, all between
But
all of
that's
us.
what therapy does. Maybe, and she's gonna probably hopefully get therapy.
Well, maybe she will, but we don't respond to a whole lot of stuff, right? Like there's a lot of times she'll be in chat where she'll say little things, but they took the opportunity of a death of somebody to turn it into about us. Sarah rushed to go live, called us racist because we were in a Discord where things were said that most of us didn't even see what was said, and most
Yeah.
of us left. It was erased before other people seen it. Every chance she gets. So, she's been struggling for about 3 years on here. And
Yeah.
I tried to help her a lot, right? Like I would do phone call or voice chats with her. We all would, not just me.
Yeah.
Group messages, try to broker some kind of peace deal when all this first happened. Hours upon hours of talking to her.
Yeah.
But she's her own worst enemy. Like, I'm sorry that she's struggling, but at the same time, I'm sick of her fucking bullshit. That's where I'm at now with it because
Well, you guys were in Discord, so I know I appreciate you guys understand more than I do. I just see what I see, so I'm thinking, okay, well, she's venting on Facebook, or sorry, not Facebook, YouTube, to get her. She obviously needs an ear. That's all I see.
But she does it
So
though because she had a whole Discord, not us, but
I
she has a whole
Yeah, she's got a ton of
Discord,
people.
and they literally come into her chats and will say, "Sarah, please quit doing this. Come to
Yeah.
voice chat. We want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Please quit doing this." And last time she ended up saying she was literally doing it for donations and views. She was low on
Yeah.
views and she was low on money. So she needed school supplies for her kids, supposedly. So she went live about a week ago about us out of the fucking blue. And the problem is, if we don't address it, she just keeps going. She never shuts the fuck up because we tried that. Like, don't watch, don't listen. But then it's live after live. When if we respond real quick, usually it'll at least die down for a week or two because she's making issues with people that I don't even have issues with anymore.
No, I know. I love you all, and I love her, and I love everybody. So it just upsets me because it's like I see her struggling. I see you guys seeming pretty mentally strong right now. Like we've all had issues. I think Amanda, you've had issues. Like I think we've all had issues. You guys seem a lot stronger. She seems like she's at her weak point. She's reaching out for help. So the Discord thing, I have no part of. I don't know. So that's my ignorance. So I have to stay out of that. So I appreciate that you guys know more than I do. So I just
Her own friends come into her stream every single time she starts this, and they'll
Yeah.
say, "Hey," and there's like 50 people in there, 50 women. It's
Yeah.
not a little Discord; it's a big one. They'll say, "Hey, why are you doing this publicly? I thought we were going to talk in the Discord." Like,
She's
and
been
then last
surrounded by so many people. Like she's had so much support, and you just can't until you're ready, until you want something, that there's just nothing
Or
can
physically.
help.
Someone needs to be there physically with her, I
Yeah.
think, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
you can lead a horse to water, you can't get it to drink.
Right.
And
Right. And I
I'm
mean,
all for people who have mental, I'm all for helping people that especially are going through something. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for that. But I will say this. You having a problem, a mental problem, is no excuse to be an asshole.
yeah,
Oh,
like
I
when
get
my
it.
You
grandpa
know what I'm
died, I
saying?
came on here and I said, I'm not going to be part of anything for a couple of weeks. So somebody did a stream saying they didn't give a fuck, and Sarah was in the stream putting 100 after I cut her so many breaks for struggling. I still do. I still try to say, okay, I'm not going to respond. But when she's mixing our name up the way that she did with somebody's death, and like, she goes on to talk about her
Oh, is that
friend.
Mary? Are you talking about
Yes,
Mary?
that's what the stream
Oh,
was supposed to be about, was Mary. That's the
She
stream it
was
was
yeah.
supposed
just.
to.
Is my mic working? Because I
You're
accidentally
good.
fucked it up.
I hear you.
If
I
I
hear
said
This
you.
is
asshole,
on.
I was talking to my cat. I swear. Um,
It's okay. I am an asshole.
she was just in a chat. Of a dude that
Sunday?
was doxing me, like in there, like, nope, that's not the right information. She's actually this.
Oh,
Yeah, and I didn't appreciate that, and I haven't spoke on it until like when she did what she did yesterday.
Yeah, I know we sound like probably keyed up, but it's because like this is an ongoing issue. We've
I
cut her
don't care
so
either way. I'm
slack.
not here to I'm not in any
I just
way
don't want you to
saying
think we're like trying to kick a dog while it's down, type of a thing.
no. I
Yeah,
don't. I
I
don't.
know, but I don't
I
want it
would
to come
honestly,
off that way either.
if I
To
were,
be honest, I jumped up here and you guys have your own show going. So that was a big thing for me because I'm in a different territory. I was just, I love you all. And it's just like sad because sometimes I was like, weren't they all friends at one point? And then
Well,
I
you
see
can
her.
Yeah,
tell. Like, I would never be like, "Oh my God, you're in Sarah Deputy's stream." Like, she needs a lot of
no,
support. I can see that.
Yeah.
Nobody would take it
we
away
need
from her
Hey,
people around her.
at
Amanda,
all.
Stephanie, Starlight, who else we got here? I just appreciate all you guys. Do not give a crap where I go.
no,
Right.
never
We're not
have.
when you're
No,
fucking electric,
and
your electric or your Wi-Fi. Go where you want to go.
no,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you know what
do
that means
you.
to me is that you trust that I have a good mindset to know, even if I'm
when
there,
things are weird and
yeah,
Girl, they
I'm
don't
not
pay your
stupid.
bills. You go where you want to go. You watch what you want to watch. You're your own person. That's why I like these ladies up here. They have never
Yeah.
once said, you know what, Penguin, you better never go with that in that stream,
well,
and you better
see,
never.
Yeah,
They never done
that's
that to
a
me.
That's
lot
a
of
good
things that
accent.
people do. That's
because
what
that's
a lot of
calling people
people do
stupid. I'm
say,
not
though.
stupid.
A lot of
Yeah.
people
Back in
do
the day,
say we
man.
tell people where to go and what to think and this, that, and the other. But I mean, I'm not trying to toot our horns, but I don't think we really do that. Maybe
No,
sometimes, like if I saw someone in Mandy Bell's stream, I'm be like, okay,
Starlight,
whatever.
you side-eyed me a while. You told me that too.
Yeah, but yeah.
But
Yeah,
I've
I
come a
have
long
to figure
way.
people out, but in the
yeah.
meantime,
You
I'm
said,
not
to be
gonna
honest, I
try.
can't figure you out. I don't kind
Yeah,
of get you.
yeah. That
You
was
did
a
say
long
that,
time ago. It was a
and
long
I never
time.
let that go, bitch.
But then I figured you out, and I was like, okay, she's just doing her thing, going here and there, and you're not causing trouble. You're not stirring the pot. You're trying to see it from everyone's point of view, almost.
I'm just having fun
Right.
on YouTube, trying to figure
Yeah.
it
That
out.
too.
And
Yeah.
That too.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, the only
everybody
time
needs
I've
support.
ever
Everybody.
everybody needs support. Exactly. And this platform is big enough for everybody. And I also,
most definitely.
Moderate.
there
There you
was
go.
one time when
I hear
I
Dan's
said,
voice very
like,
weakly.
like,
What's up?
hey, if you're in
How you
this
doing?
stream or
Let's
that
speak.
stream, like, I'm not gonna, don't come over here. And I felt bad after I said that because I'm like, I should not have said that. I even apologized later because at the end of the day, who the fuck am I to tell anybody where the fuck to go? I'm not, so I don't do
Well, and
that.
I feel like a
Um,
hypocrite because
right, exactly.
sometimes there might be a few exceptions to the
No, I
rule.
have. That's why I feel like a hypocrite. I kind of because I have
But
said
you're
it.
human. You're human. So your brain's like, oh, that kind of person is going to be like this if they're over there.
Well, there's a huge
Right.
difference if you're Rep Ash and you're going like
Yeah.
chat,
Yeah.
starting shit to the 10th degree. And
Yeah.
then if you're just going and hanging out and having fun and not starting shit between people.
No,
Exactly.
it's the approach and it's why you're there.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so
The
there's a
intent,
difference.
I guess. But one thing I've learned on here, just
Yeah,
from
that's but yeah.
being on here
We've tried
as
to
long as I
ignore, but
have,
listen,
is that just real quick, is that I'm not going to try to convince anybody anymore who is
no.
good or who is bad. Like, you're just gonna have to learn for yourself. I'll be patient in the meantime, and when whatever comes to
You're
fruition
gonna
after
say, when you
that,
figure your shit out, come back to me.
yeah, yeah.
That.
If you
Say,
don't,
hey,
that's fine too, and I know where your people are, and that's okay.
I mean,
Right.
I
You're
feel
at the
not
end
being
of the
gonna
day,
convince
man, just
anybody.
at the end of the day, just continue to be you. You always keep letting your light shine. Just do
Right.
you. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
your light shine,
Right.
King.
Let your
That's
Always.
light shine.
right.
all my life
You
always
gotta
has
do
Yeah.
been.
you, and if they don't like it, they can make like a tree and get the hell out. They can.
Yeah.
So the banana split, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
stole that one.
On
No, but
some real talk, y'all. This situation, man, you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate what happened to what happened to Mary. Real talk, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Just a
unfortunate right
cat.
there.
Just a
well,
cat.
that
Just know
I was
that
gonna hit on.
do
My number one rule is you do not talk about people who pass the dead. You do not do that. That has always been my
It's
first rule.
bad
There are
juju.
people on here that I cannot stand, but if God forbid something happened to them, I wouldn't say a word about them, and I'll tell you why.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm very superstitious, and I've seen. I love horror movies, but I don't want to be in any haunted place. And when you talk about the dead, you just asking to get haunted. You're asking for bad
Right.
juju.
Right.
Bad
Yeah,
That's why
that's how
I
I
juju.
feel too.
literally.
I'm,
You
I'm
get
not
out
gonna
what
be
you
that
put
dumb
out.
white girl in the movie that dies. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like
The
I'm
one that
not.
lies upstairs.
I don't want that bad juju or that bad karma. I am a really big believer in that shit. I do not want that in my
Just
life. That's why I
Yeah, you
never
gotta
just a
be
see it.
careful
cat.
with that, man. You gotta
Just
definitely
a
be careful
cat.
on that, dude. It's nuts.
She said, "We all have one or two people who we see as completely evil. Therefore, one can be judged, but we usually don't care where one goes." Right? Like when you brought up the C word, Corey. That is one person that I might side eye you a little if you're in her comment section. I just might.
Well,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
because
even
she's telling
know.
our kids to get cancer. I mean
Exactly.
that kind of
She
stuff.
that's
Like,
that's a demon over there. It's
How
a
would we
whole
ever
ass
know?
demon.
We never even
right,
look at her channel.
Yeah, that lady.
right,
It sound. I don't know her, but she sounds like she needs an exorcism or something. I mean, my father always
It's
did
been
say there's two
tried.
types of women: women in therapy and women who need to be. But
oh my
goddamn.
God, that's true.
That's funny.
That's
That's
true.
That's true. It was an old saying. He used to say it all the time. He used to say, Ash, there's two types of women in the world: women in therapy and women who freaking need to be, that are running
That
loose
sounds like
without it.
something Poon would say.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Boona said that.
Um.
No.
Okay, so are we gonna listen to more of this? If we are, everybody mute, and we'll listen to a little bit more of it before we. I want to hear what else she had to say real quick, and then we can discuss. Oh wait, sorry, I had to mute. I think
Hold on
so.
just a second. Yeah, hold
That's
on.
okay. Whenever, just let me know. But I don't know. I don't know. Ugh, what a mess. I know I need to be.
Okay,
I need to go see my therapist after all this.
right.
Like,
Oh,
okay, go ahead.
Nicest person in this community.
oh, you missed it. Hold on, I gotta go back.
Nicest person in this community.
Maybe I rewound it.
Give any light to. Amanda Lynn's not the nicest person in this community. She thinks that she's some big badass. I hate to break it to you. She's not.
Oh God, your secret's out. You're not.
She's another one that's obsessed with stuff.
I'm not. I'm what?
Every single live those girls do is about stuff.
We had just done a live
I heard Amanda Lynn say one time,
the day before.
well, I'm going to defend my friends when people are going after them. What do you think I'm doing,
Never
Amanda
mentioned
Lynn?
her name once.
IBL Midwestern Mary passed away.
Now, I just want to say, Manda is one of, and I think Stephanie, you too, y'all both were like, we're not going to fight with Sarah. We're not going to talk about her. And then she pulls this kind of stuff. What is she talking about?
I know, right? Because I mean, if I was Stephanie, I would be highly offended because she brought up the fact that Stephanie is married to a black man and used that, and then went on to say Stephanie's racist. I would be fucking offended. Like, I mean,
Do
I
that math.
I don't get offended over a lot of stuff, right? I don't, but that would offend me. Like the fuck?
Yeah.
That's just messed up right there, man. Come on.
Okay, Amanda.
I'm a black
All
man. I'm
right.
trying to make it every
Listen,
day out here. So it's
What?
crazy, yo.
What penguin? I'm
listen,
sorry.
Amanda.
I was saying, shoot, I'm a
Listen.
black
I
man
know
trying to
you
make it
think
out
that
here
you're a
every day.
badass, right?
So,
But I
I
think I
yeah,
could
know.
totally
this is
take you in
crazy,
a
yo.
ring.
Right? I
I
know.
Amanda,
understand,
Okay.
you're
man.
like
For your
totally
throat.
bad,
It's on
thorny
forth,
badass,
man.
but I think I can take you in a ring.
I know, right? I'm
We
not a
got you, though,
badass.
man. It's on to it.
She also
It's good,
said
man.
you're not the nicest person in the community, Amanda. It's Keith. It's not you.
I know I'm not the nicest person. Everybody, I know you guys thought I was the nicest person, and I'm a badass. I don't know how I pulled that off, but I'm not the nicest person, and I'm not a badass. So take notes because Sarah knows what she's talking about. Okay. All right, we're gonna hit play.
Ooh.
Looks like a duck, sounds like a duck. A duck probably is a duck.
That was so funny.
Looks like one, walks
Sorry.
like one, must be one. I mean, shoot, didn't Amanda Lynn? Didn't she walk around when she would go live with a big old Sasquatch? On
Put it up, Amanda. Put it up there. Show the world.
Profile pic.
Oh yeah.
I'm proud of my
Hashtag
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch, y'all.
Sasquatches are not vegetables.
I'm not gonna watch
Man,
videos and not subscribe.
Sasquatch is just chilling.
I could care less. Do I see clips now and then? Yeah, and it pisses me off because they attack my friend.
Sour girl.
Oh, man.
50 Shades says bombshell. Is Holly going live later? Hey, Gingerlock's mom, how are you doing, hon? Hey, Carla Ray. Hey, Leo's wife.
It's so fake. I'm sorry.
Send your condolences.
Love bombing.
Yeah,
Now
it's so
it's
fake.
turning bad. It is, but I had a few things that I needed to get off my chest. I'm tired of people. It all comes together. What if something were to happen to Steph tomorrow?
Oh, they got cut it off there.
Why would you even say that though? Like, shut the fuck up, Sarah. God. Jesus Christ. I can't. Mm-mm.
Why would you say that about your friend? Like
Like,
nobody
that's-
wants anything bad to happen to her. The fuck
Right.
is
I don't want
wrong
anything
with
bad to
you?
happen
Speak for
to
yourself.
anybody here. Not like
Shut up.
anybody, even anybody, my worst enemy here. I don't want anything bad to
Yeah.
happen to them. Like,
No.
no, fuck out of here. Ugh.
I've seen the movie Ouija board. I've seen it. I've seen The Conjuring. I don't
My
want
daughter watched that the other day. She's like, "What's a you know, it's spelled all weird." She's like, "What is that? Is it?" She watched the
I seen
movie
that movie. That
and
joint
she
was a trip right
cried.
there.
I've never seen it. Like I've
Man.
never cried at a horror movie. And that Ouija board movie, the mother was possessed, and it was like the daughter.
God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
Oh, I
that
know.
got her. That got her in her
You
feels.
talking about the sequel, Ouija?
What kind of movies
Yeah,
I
it
are
was
seen
you
the
that.
second
watching?
one.
That
The
joint
second
was
one.
crazy right there.
They always play it by
That
themselves
was
and get
crazy.
possessed.
True story. My husband's such a. I love him, but I wanted to kill him this one time because he tells me that we're gonna go see a romantic comedy. Right? He tells me we're gonna go see this romantic comedy, and he rushes me into the movie theater, so I don't look like I'm ditzy. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he took me to see it.
Oh hell no, that's got clowns and stuff.
And then I'm like freaking out in the movie theater, and the people are laughing because I'm freaking out. I'm like, wait a second, you said this would be a romantic comedy, isn't
No.
it?
I'm
And then
not.
I'm like, no, don't do it, Georgie. Don't stick your hand down there, Georgie. Like,
Nope.
Not
Mm.
it.
Georgie.
That movie with
Okay.
the clown, man.
Clowns? You hate
Nuts
clowns?
right there.
Penguin?
mhm.
You hate clowns in general?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so
How
here's
do
a
you feel
background on
about-
why I hate clowns.
How do you feel about 80s, 90s Ronald McDonald?
Oh.
That is
Ronald
a great
McDonald, man.
I was
No,
younger. I think I told this like in a voice chat, but I was younger and we were playing
My
like bobbing for apples, and they had a clown there, and I could have only been like 3 or 4, but this clown put its hand, like, not ducked my head, but it had its hand like on my neck. Not in a creepy way or anything. I don't remember. We're playing bobbing for apples, and it scared the fuck out of me. And I've never
anytime a
like
clown
gone
touches you, it's
since
creepy.
I
then.
had a clown and he didn't even need makeup. He was just a jerk.
Oh, well,
Oh,
there you go.
that's a good one.
Oh my God.
Bobbing for apples.
Michelle,
My grandmother, she had me and my
Michelle O'Rourke.
cousin, and we wanted to stay up late one night, right? And we're bugging the shit out of her. And I must have been in like first grade, and we're bugging her. We're like, please stay up. She goes, no, honey, so you're going to watch this. I'm watching a scary movie. So she let me and my cousin watch freaking the old Stephen King, the old, little kid here. My parents were so pissed when they came home, and we were up and we were horrified of, little clowns. So it was like a childhood trauma. So then when he took me years later, to watch the new Stephen King's I was so furious. This ain't no romantic comedy. Get out of here, Georgie. Get out. That's all you heard.
Kind of creepy
I
for
was gonna
kids.
say, man, it's going off on
My
that.
daughter loves Pennywise. It freaks me. She loves it.
Yeah, my kid will
That's
send
so
me
fun,
memes
though.
of Pennywise and
Yes.
clowns. Like,
Pennywise is such a cool character, though. Like the design and I don't know.
Yeah.
Pennywise was something else,
She's
though,
never
man.
even seen it, though, is the thing. She's never even watched it, but she loves Pennywise.
my kids will send me like those memes, like don't look under your bed, or did you have a nightmare and there'll be a clown? They send me those from like Instagram, not Instagram. What is that? Snapchat or whatever it is. I don't know. But one of my daughters is really always sends me that stuff.
Yeah, first one was pretty crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie about that. Me and my cousin, we watched it growing up. We were like, damn, that's something
That's a
else
good
right there,
movie. It's
man.
a classic.
All right.
And the
Would
It
you
was
remake.
rather
good, though.
face
It was
Pennywise
cool,
or
though.
Valak? Would you rather
Oh.
face Pennywise or that Valak from that nun?
Wait, there was a clown and a nun or something?
No. Would you
I
rather
don't even know
face
who that one
Valak from the
is.
nun, the
Okay.
creepy
Neither.
nun, or
Neither.
Pennywise?
Neither.
Or the Crooked
Neither.
Man. What about the Crooked Man?
No, he's in.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
do
pretty
y'all
crazy right
remember?
there.
Now you got me on a
You
tangent.
probably got
Okay,
the
do
first one
y'all
right there. Shit.
remember?
Yeah.
God, what's the name of those fucking movies? I'm not okay. It's just like there's so many of them. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Law?
7, 8. It's where they're filming in the house, and it shows like when they're sleeping. Like it films 24 hours. What is the name of that damn movie?
Oh, Paranormal Activity? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, and
Yes,
they
that's
play
it.
Bloody Mary in the mirror. I was trying
Yeah,
to
I've
tell
seen that. I've seen that joint.
yeah, that one is creepy as
Yo,
hell.
that
Now,
was
have you
crazy
guys
right
seen
there,
the
man.
show Bay or
My
That
Bail?
kids
was
call
crazy right
those
there.
jump they call it jump scare. It's a jump scare
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
basically it was.
Have you
I
guys
Yeah.
mean,
seen Bay or Bail? It really is like a show where you used to, people would sign up and basically you put your lover to the test. And it'd be like a monster or something like crazy that would pop out. Now, will your lover defend you or run? Now, I was very honest with my husband when we first watched the show. I said, listen, if it's a bear or like a monster, yeah, I'm there for you, like a biker. But if it's anything paranormal, I'm out.
That shit
I'm
creeps
sorry.
me out. Yeah.
hey man,
I'm
shit, this ain't that
paranormal. I
paranormal.
can't fight
I'm about to
ghosts.
go.
Come
Now,
here,
this
hi,
ain't regular. I'll be like,
Carol
I'll
Ann.
do what I do. Okay, no
I'm
problem.
very,
Carol Ann, that's a classic.
I'm really excited
Yes.
because like it's
That's
not
crazy too,
paranormal, but
baby.
it does have an element of that. But Stranger Things is has been off for like 2 years because of the virus, because of the pandemic.
Oh, I didn't
And
know that.
it's
Yeah,
I
coming
didn't know
I remember
back.
Stranger
Yeah,
Things. That's coming
Oh,
back for a new season.
yeah,
I
May
saw the trailer.
22nd
Yep.
or 27th. I don't know, but
I didn't know they'd been out for 2 years.
Yeah, they
Wow.
were out because they
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
film. They had restrictions, and now they're coming back, and they're coming back like the end of May, and it's
Have
like a
any
big thing. So I'm
Have any
excited.
of you all watched The Ultimatum? I've heard that.
No.
I've heard so much about that. I want to watch it. It's
You
about
ever seen the Babadook?
there's
Sorry.
couples, and then they both have to. They're couples of like years, 5 years, 10 years, and then they have to go on dates
Yeah.
with other people and shit. And
No.
it's real
That's
life.
like the ultimate test right there.
Yeah,
Shoot.
fuck
See if
that.
they're gonna stay together or they're gonna leave. So that's like Damn.
It's called The Ultimatum.
Well, this is 101, man.
It's so funny. You guys are talking about horror movies
I
in
haven't
real
seen-
life. I'm just talking about my real life and being horrified by the things I've been through.
I'm
I
just
can't
like,
even
man,
play
do it, man.
Twister.
I
Well,
have
That's
no,
like,
Well, that's scary.
I'm just listening to you
show
guys
that
like talk about. I'm like, I don't know horror movies, but I know when I've been through some freakish shit.
Well, I mean, you
no,
were
the
a
show
mod
that I'm
for
talking about,
MPL, which is a horror in itself.
that sound crazy
it's not
too.
really
That's so
scary. It's not really scary, but it's like set back in the 80s and now the 90s probably, but it's not really scary. I mean, it has some parts that could be considered scary, but my kids have been watching that show since it came out, my older kids.
Yeah.
So I probably would not be around, like, seriously, like, because usually they do an episode a day or a week. Anytime that show's on, we'll be like, we're all so excited. And I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. It looks stupid. And then I watched it, and now I'm like so excited.
I still have it. I want to. They don't drop them all at once.
They didn't last time, and I imagine
No.
how much that
Oh,
went
they
viral.
didn't?
Like,
Oh.
no, they don't drop. Like, it's not. It's like they do it like the regular cable show. It's fucking annoying.
So, any old people out there might know my dad made me watch Cujo on Christmas Eve.
Cujo on Christmas Eve. What the
Yeah.
hell?
I saw it Christmas Eve.
Yeah, he had
I
a few
remember
drinks.
growing up watching Cujo, man.
I'm
I
like,
was like, what's up with that dog?
Maybe that's why I'm a little humble.
Yeah. Oh.
That'll do it.
When I was pregnant with my son, my mom thought it would be a great idea for me to watch this movie called The Hand That Rocked the Cradle. Freaking
I love
scarred
that movie.
me.
It was a
She
Lifetime
breastfed another
movie.
woman's baby. It was so freaking
I
wrong.
love that movie. Yeah,
That was
stole
good,
all
though,
her.
baby.
She stole all the
Good, man. It's
inhalers.
crazy.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
she stole it.
She breastfed the baby, and I was
Yeah,
Well,
like,
yeah.
I was
that baby.
pregnant.
And then she
And I
tried to
was
blame the handicapped man, the garden man.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, just
they
because
got
I
him
was
pregnant.
must
guy.
not be hungry.
God, love our parents. They were warped.
I used to watch
That movie was
Matlock with my
crazy,
mom
man.
and all the like old 80s
Matlock.
and
Shit,
90s
man.
Yeah, we have the
episodes,
internet. to watch
Unsolved
it. It's free now.
Mysteries. Like, I watch shit that I mean, no, wait.
Oh, I
One of my
love that
older kids
show.
loves
Remember-
Unsolved Mysteries, but
Remember Rescue
Yeah.
911?
yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember growing up watching
All the
Rescue 911.
reenactments. Yeah.
It's crazy
All right,
back
we
then.
gotta ask all the ladies and gentlemen on this panel: was I
You
the
know,
only
Dave-
one checking the drain after The Ring came out?
The
love that.
Ring.
That
I
movie
was
didn't
older.
scare
The
me.
Ring had me
Was
like,
I
man,
the
it had me a
only
little
one
nervous right there.
checking
Seeing that
the
one.
drains and
Yes,
didn't
you
want
were.
to afraid of my own shower?
Yes.
That movie
And
didn't
she ended up
scare
getting
me.
up out the well. That had me freaked out when she jumped out the well.
That
No.
movie,
Ended up
The
going through the TV.
Strangers with Liv Tyler,
Yes.
was that movie
I remember that
scared
one.
me. Like,
That
actually
Yes.
scared me.
That
me,
and
in
Single
my
White
opinion.
That joint had me nervous right
Whatever.
there. The Strangers.
My
Had
cousin
them
was
all
on
there on
Days
both
of Our.
sides.
Oh,
It's good.
sorry.
You go ahead.
Oh, you're
My
good.
fault.
No, you go ahead. You were talking. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I seen that one, and I seen the second one. I said, oh, the first one was a trip. That had me nervous right there.
Yeah.
Thinking, damn, man, these folks about to get taken out. By these three people.
Another
You
good,
tell
it's
me.
not really scary, but that, oh God, what's the name of it? Of course, I'm not going to be able to think of it. And it's a black man and he's dating this white girl.
Oh
She
yeah,
was
Get Out. Yep,
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about. Get Out, right?
yes, you knew it
I
right
love
away.
that one. That was dope right there. That had me
Yeah,
like, what the
that's a
hell is
good
going
one.
on, man?
I want to
That's a
rewatch
really
These
good
folks
movie.
have been tripping right here.
Oh, my
Yeah.
My man
cousin
was
was on.
dating the white girl, and like he ended up, going over to her parents' house, and they had this whole
Uh-huh.
this whole
Mind
conspiracy and everything.
control thing.
Mind control thing going on.
Isn't there
Yeah.
a second one to it?
I was like,
No, I
damn.
don't think
What
so.
about
I
the
think there's just the
movie?
one.
We all babysat, right? We all grew up and we babysat some kid at one point or another. What about that movie When a Stranger Calls? Where
Yes.
I
where
seen
the
that one.
creepo
Yep.
calls and
Stranger
he's like,
Falls.
I want your blood all over me. Ooh, that made
No,
me ooh.
he said check
Hey,
on
now I
are
wanna
the
babysit.
children okay? I watched that with my grandma.
Now
And
have
then,
you checked the children?
or have you checked the
Oh,
children?
really?
Yeah,
Can be
fuck
really
Yeah.
that.
Have you
Yes.
checked the
Yeah.
children?
That's
Yeah.
so
The
far. I
ones that
do.
could be true, like strangers, are the scariest.
Taco Yoshi.
Yes, I think that I used to watch those the Lifetime movies, like the old ones, the good ones, when I was younger, and some of those are fucking scary because they could be like real. That's always the one. Yeah, the first 48's good link. I
I
think it
still
might
watch
still be
First
on.
48
That's-
and
Yeah.
Snap
The
the
I mean, I've
Zodiac
seen the
Killer is
first
a good
48.
one because that's one based on a true story. They never caught that guy. They never caught that guy.
Nah, I
That's
never
like
caught
with
him.
with the haunted stories. And my cousin, she was on Days of Our Lives, and she was a main character. But every time she came back to Canada to visit the family, they lived on a graveyard, and so
Oh
all these
yeah.
things would happen every time she showed up. So sugar would turn to salt, glasses would shatter, the piano would play by itself, and it was always every time she came home to visit between like doing Days of Our Lives. So like she'd be
Okay.
sleeping upstairs and the piano would just play by itself and she'd come downstairs and it would stop. The lights would turn on and off. And as soon as you go up to turn it off, it would turn on. I was there for one of them. I was only young. But the lights, it would play a game on you. So you go to turn it off and it would turn on. And then you go lay down and it would turn off. Sugar would turn to salt. And like when we say that, we had company. So one sugar bowl, one creamer, half the table would have them spitting it out and it was salt. The other half was sugar. And like
What the
different weird
fuck?
things. Pardon?
Did she
I
sell
said,
it?
what the fuck? That's scary. That's what
So
I
what
said. It's
happened
scary.
was so when she would come home, and it was only when Lisa, that's the girl that was on Days of Our Lives, was coming home, it would happen. And the girl that died in that house, turns out there was a girl that died. I think it was the same year that Lisa was. No, it was not the same year because it was years ago. But she looked like her. I don't know. Like when they did a report anyway, she would only do it when Lisa came home. Yeah, it's kind of freaky. They actually tried to get insurance out. There was a big article about it because they tried to get all their money back because glass would shatter, the fireplace would shatter. It was literally like The Exorcist.
That's fucking scary.
And my cousin being
You know,
famous actually helped with the insurance company because we're in Canada. She's in LA, but because she had, I don't know, there was a big article about it. It was freaky, and I ended up being there one time, and I didn't believe it because my mom kept telling me. And then when I was little, I'd grow up there because we go to baseball tournaments and we'd all have to stay there, and that's when the lights would flicker, and then it would be that whole thing. And I was little, but it literally was like The Exorcist.
Was it Lisa Rinna?
I always
No,
got
it's
freaked out
April
by the Blair Witch
April
Project.
Ramirez. You know Patch? Way back when, Patch?
I don't know anything about those. I don't know, like, as far
If you
as
Google April Ramirez and Patch, and if you're a Days of Our Lives fan, you'll know who she is. It's
I
years
love
ago.
it. I'll look at it. See.
Okay,
I
yeah,
always
Days of
got
Our
freaked
Lives.
out by the Blair Witch Project and what's the other
Taco.
one? The Sinister ones. The Sinister.
no,
Okay, the Sinister.
Taco
I
in
seen
the
that Blair. I
chat.
seen the Blair Witch Project movie. The
This
only
is
thing that
why I
freaked me
believe
out
in
about
ghosts,
it
because I was there.
was
Taco in the
that
chat trying to trigger me talking about Free Willy.
dude was standing in the corner at
Oh,
the end, and she started screaming like, "Oh, oh!" I said, "Dang, girl, what is going on, man?" And that camera just got taken out. That was probably the only part about that movie that freaked me out, though. Was a dude standing in the corner. I'm like,
That's
what is
not
going
true,
on here, man?
Taco. That whale's name was
Crazy.
Keiko, and they
Oh,
released
Jesus.
him into the ocean. They really did Free Willy.
no, no whale
Never
talk.
did.
Name was Keiko.
no whale talk. You'll get her on a tangent. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it.
Why are you
No
You did
whale
the
talking
talk.
Bible
Look
about
it
together.
up.
Almost all of it was on the orcas. Don't do it.
That's all I'll say
Seen
is
that
look
one.
it up.
Look it up.
Starlight? We just had a ghost story, and you're talking about Free Willy. How does that
I
go?
know. That's because the chat.
Where does that
Taco's
connect?
called. It's Taco in the chat. Taco Gaming, not to
Yeah.
be confused with two tacos.
Right. I
Right.
got you. I'll
Yeah.
send you.
I could talk about scary movies all day, like, because that's actually before my husband and I had kids. If we couldn't make it to the movies because of his work schedule, we always did date night in, and we used to go to, like, remember Blockbuster? You could actually rent movies. We used to go rent
you're old.
movies or buy movies, and then we were like so excited when Redbox came out. We've been
Redbox.
together like forever.
That's
Shut
been double
up, boo! I'm booting her.
the
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of a Redbox before.
the red box. You take get the DVD and everything, and you turn it back in.
I'm joking. If
No,
you like
she's just
scary
I
being
always
movies,
liked
That's
the
pretty good.
Silence of the Lambs. That one was always pretty
Really,
damn
they made
good. The Hannibal Lecter movies, The Silence of the Lamb, and The Red Dragon. Those are good
Yeah.
ones.
my favorite is Hostel. It is a gory one though.
Oh yeah, I seen Hustle. I seen that one. they go on that cross country trip where it's like
Yes.
they're getting trapped somewhere, and then they gotta like break out of molds or something. Man, that was pretty crazy right there.
Tusk was not scary, but it was fucking weird and it fucked with my head. That's when they turned that guy into a seal or whatever. I forget what they turned him into, an animal, but that
Yeah, it turned him into a walrus. He turned him into
walrus.
a walrus.
Yeah,
That was
walrus,
so
yeah.
random.
Fucking weird.
Mr.
It fucked with
Tusk.
my head. Yes, it was weird as hell. Yes, Blanky, that was scary.
That was
Oh,
pretty
really?
weird, man.
Time Canary. I don't what I never get to catch TV. Like, it's a miracle when I do because any free time, well, now I watch YouTube.
I think that's
Most
probably on
people do.
Hulu or something by now, that Hannibal show.
This is Our Days of Our Lives.
Really, yes. it
Somebody
is.
said that earlier.
Have any of you guys
It was
seen
Carson.
As Below or As Above, So
Oh,
Below?
as
Dirty
above,
Cat.
so below. That was pretty
Yeah.
crazy right there too. Yeah, as above,
It's
so
really
below.
good.
One
It's
question.
like,
We're all on YouTube. How do you watch TV?
The platform is also good.
yeah, they got
Most
some
of it-
YouTube TV channels on here, so that's pretty crazy right there.
Now, do you all believe in paranormal? Do you guys all believe in that stuff? Or am I
Now
like
I
the only
do
one
from my
that's
cousin. That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a debate that I don't know. I don't know. I believe there's something. I'll just leave it at that.
Only
Yeah, the
because of my
paranormal-
cousin that I believe it. Because I was there.
Right. Yeah,
paranormal
I
thing,
live
man.
it.
It's
I mean, I
like,
will say, that when my mom first passed away, I would feel somebody like I swear, I would feel somebody next to me, and one night I felt like almost like a hug, and it was right when my mom died, and I've also went through
Yes,
sleep,
Amanda.
and that's really scary. So
My dad hugged me too.
yeah, like I was having it was right after her funeral and all that, and I was having a really, really bad night. And all of a sudden this calmness came over me. I can't explain it. And I felt like a hug. And then the whole next day I could smell the perfume my mom used.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know what it was. It could have been, I don't
I
know.
had
But
it. It's a thing.
either way,
actually, like,
my mom,
I actually felt my mom's presence. So I felt my mom's presence like a week later after she died on Veterans Day. Like I felt it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh.
you can.
And I literally woke up and I'm like, yo, wow. I'm like actually feel my mom's presence. Like she's literally, watching over me. Like she's right there.
Yeah, I do believe.
And
Like,
that's the thing. It's the feeling, right? You know. You just know.
yeah,
That's
you
all you
can't
need.
really put it into words. It's really weird. And then
Yeah.
also, they say that whenever you dream about people that are not here anymore, it's like they're visiting you. And the only reason I believe that is because every dream I've ever had of my mom since she died has been in the same setting, and it's a really calm setting. And we don't talk with our mouths, right? Like I don't see her talking to me, but I know what she's saying, and I'm talking back to her without even moving my lips. I swear to you guys, it's the weirdest thing. So part of me like knows that there's more like stuff that like there's something, but I just don't. I don't know. It's tricky.
I
for me.
believe because I'm afraid if I don't believe, then I'll see something.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And also, I
You know-
seen on YouTube the other day or somewhere that you can't dream about a face that you've never seen in real life or you've never.
That's not
seen.
true, though. I mean, maybe it is,
I
but
swear I have.
I've seen people that I've never seen in my dreams, and maybe we see them like passing the road or something,
That's
and you
what
don't
I'm thinking.
remember. Like, because right after I went to a really busy place for vacation, I had a dream of the same person for like 4 nights, but I can't say that I didn't like I was in a very crowded place with lots of people, right? So yeah, I don't know.
You see
Maybe
thousands
not.
of faces and not even like you don't see them, but maybe they register in your brain, and then you recall them while you're sleeping.
Yeah, AMD, let me know. We can do a whole panel on dreams. I used to have dream books, and I used to do a dream journal because as the day goes on, a lot of times you forget your dreams. Like that's a real thing.
Yeah, she knows like meanings and stuff. Like if say something,
I used to
say, oh, it means this or that or whatever. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I used to have like all kinds of books on dreams, like dream interpretation and all that.
Oh yeah.
And it's really interesting. But I don't have them anymore. I would love to get them again. But that stuff does fascinate me because, and also your dream does dictate your mood for the day, or for me it does. Like if I have a bad dream, I wake up and it pisses me, but if I have like a good dream or if I dream about my mom, I'm waking up and I'm in a good fucking mood. Like that's just it's how I do
I
it.
feel
You know?
like they do have
Yeah.
to have some kind of meaning. Like we dream for a reason. It comes
Doesn't even have to be dreaming. I
on
was
the
going to
phone.
the bathroom and I started thinking about my dad today. And this is what's weird about this. I'm sitting on the toilet. I start crying about my dad. Like it can come out of the blue.
Yeah, it comes out of the blue for sure. I
Like
mean, but
5 years later.
yeah, the dreams that I
About a
have
blue,
had
man.
about my mom have been so like detailed. It's weird. Like I said, we it's always in the same spot ever since the moment she died. It's always been in the same spot. It's always her like when she was at her bed. I don't ever see her. I think I seen her sick one time in my dream. Every other time she's like in really good health and everything. And it's like we don't even have to talk. And I don't have dreams like that about anybody else, that even people that pass. But with my mom, I don't have to talk to her. I just know it's like I know what she's saying to me and we carry conversation on without talking. It's fucking weird.
It's
My
not
mom
weird.
will be the death of me because me and her are best friends, and she's got
That's
COVID right now.
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's how
It's
I
all
So
felt
right.
sorry.
about my
Yeah.
mom. I was really close to my mom, and
Yeah.
that was
My
like,
mom's my best friend practically. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
like having her gone, that was like, that was like a rough one right there. I'm like, damn, man, I can't believe
Yeah.
she's actually gone
I
right there.
took
You don't have your mom?
Nah, I lost my mom back in 2020, so it's
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
to hear
2
that.
years now.
yeah. I remember when that happened because you were eating lobster with your family. I
Seems
remember that. You came
Yeah,
on a
it
panel
was.
somewhere. You were going to
seems
eat
like
lobster.
yesterday, and it's
Yeah,
2
that's
years
Yeah,
now.
crazy.
it is. I
Wow.
came up, I was like, man, what's up, y'all? And it's like,
Wait, was
you
it?
know,
Did you say
it's-
2020? That's how long it was. Over a year ago.
yeah, a year ago,
Two.
almost 2 years ago now.
Almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
So
Yeah.
like, not having her during the holiday season was even harder because it was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I-
The first
I
holidays are always hard.
I definitely believe when I was younger, I had to have been like 10 or 11. My dad decided to take all of us kids, and there's a whole lot of us. I have a lot of siblings. He basically packed us all up, and we go on this ski trip, and we're on the way back. And my father thought it would be a great idea if instead of getting a regular hotel, let's just get cheap and let's just have the kids camp. We'll just sleep on the Gettysburg Field at night, right? So my younger siblings are like, Dad, look at that guy over there. He's dressed funny. I'll never forget my father. Kids, get in the van right now. Get in the van.
Do you
Get in the
watch that
van.
movie? Or there's a Lifetime show where these kids, okay, um, they like are from past lives, right? Like they had like these big past lives. Like one of them was murdered. One of them was this person's grandma. Like I forget what it's called. I'll have to look in my history. I watch it all the time, but they start remembering stuff about their past lives. Like they they tell their parents like I was pushed off of a roof or I got beat to death and they have
Some
this they
people,
have these people look into that.
some people say they can. They believe that, and they think they can remember that.
Yeah, it's like a reincarnation, but it's a kid telling the whole fucking story. So I just feel like kids can make that stuff up,
Yeah.
like how detailed it is. But I mean, how the hell do I know? I that's just my
All
guess.
I know is that night we all saw the same freaking dude, and he was definitely dressed funny. You know what I mean? Like here's the thing. My father, to me, you know how your parents are your heroes. I'm never used to seeing my father scared, but when he said, "Kids, get in the van," I'll never forget how freaked out he was because we all saw the same freaking thing, and there's like 6 kids in the family. Like I'll never forget it, but I was more freaked out that my father was so freaked out. If my father wouldn't have
Like
been
something
freaked
that
about a ghost, I probably wouldn't have been freaked. But I truly do believe in that stuff. And he's super Catholic, so of course he believes in possession. You know.
That's scary. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's scary, but it can also be great in a sense, like you guys were describing, that calm, wonderful presence that can be there. That absolutely, I believe in.
It's only
I
Has
believe.
anyone lost a parent like right beside them?
I
I
have.
did. My mom literally waited until it was just me and her in the room. She was on hospice, and it was
Same
on
with me. Yeah.
Wednesday, and she um everybody could, like, it was weird. The people that were in the room with me said like they could feel her body, like they could feel her leaving. It was the weirdest thing. So they ran out to go get my best friend and my dad,
Yeah.
and in that short span of time she died. Like, she waited for it just be me and her. It was fucking another just weird thing that happened in my
With
life.
my dad, he had all his stepdaughters, and then as soon as my mom wasn't going to make it, and that's his ex-wife, but they were always best friends growing up, which is my mom, and he could hear her cane going up the hallway, and I said, Mommy, you made it, because she wasn't going to come. And as soon as she came and she held his hand, and then you got my stepmom sitting there, and they held a hand, he passed. It was like he was waiting for her.
Yeah, I know. It was my mom's. It was so busy
That
that
happens a
day. It's so hard. Like, everybody was in and out all day, and we were only alone. I'm not kidding. For less than 3 minutes, everybody was running to get my best friend and my dad because they knew it was weird. Like, 3 people were like, I don't know. We just knew she was dying. I saw this person run out of her room
Sorry.
and yell like, get in here, get in here. And but it's all like really blurry. But
But do you,
the whole time we were never alone all day from the morning time until then, and then she died, and it was really weird.
so when she died, like, did you find a part where, because she was in hospice, where you're like, at one point I remember going, my dad would take a breath and we'd be like almost pissed off. Did you go through that?
Yeah, because it's just like she's
Like,
not gonna
just stop, and then you feel guilty because you're like, give in, and
yeah, but
that's
that's
when,
normal because you don't like to see people that everybody thought that I was going to be like, don't die, but I didn't want her to die, of course, but she was like just, withering away. You don't
no,
want
but
to.
our heads were literally going, oh my God, just go already, because you're just, they're going to struggle, and that sounds rude to say, but they're going and they're hanging on, and you're just all rooting for them to just pass peacefully. And when he finally went, the ironic part is the brain and the body doesn't catch up. So all he wanted was fudgicles in his last week of life. And I couldn't get up there because I didn't drive at the time because I had a seizure and I couldn't drive. So finally, when I did, I said, Dad, I got your fudgicles. Well, he was already dying the next day. I didn't know this, right? So I had all these fudgicles. I was in shock. So I put him in the freezer. I stayed the night with him, and I was blessed to be the only one there with him because my stepsisters had a better relationship with him, but I was the last one with him. So I was like privileged, So I was like, okay, and I held his hand. But I went into, after he passed and everyone went, I went to the bathroom and I came out. It was like my brain didn't catch up that he was dead. So I go in his bathroom and I come out and I see a dead body there. I'm like, Dad, you want a fudgicle? It's almost like my brain just did not think he was dead yet.
Yeah,
But I just watched him die. That's what trauma does. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
So I just didn't know
It's
if
like
anyone went through that.
It took me.
That's
actually,
fascinating that you brought that up.
so,
Like, are you happy
yeah.
with the way that this is going to sound like such an odd question, but
Hey,
you know
I said
how
what I said.
hospice
That
care
sounds rude, what I said. Hey, Dad, you want a fudgicle? Watch him die.
No, like, no, do you know how hospice care, especially when your relatives are sick near the end, are you guys satisfied with the way it works, or do you guys wish that it would work more like the way Jack Kevorkian wanted it to work? That's a legit.
Yeah.
My
I
dad was
always
in
ask
there 2
everyone that.
days, so I couldn't really even tell you.
They've
My mom was
changed
there
it.
for 2 weeks. They have room for. We had the best hospice nurses, in my opinion, like the best care. But my mom was always like, if I ever get really, really sick, I don't want to live that way, right?
Mhm.
So I feel like
Right.
if you're terminal, you should have the right to be like, I don't want to live this way and not go in a suffering way, because like cancer literally ate her from the inside out. I'm not kidding. Like, she was skin
Same.
and bones. It was
Same.
terrible.
They
And
end up in a diaper and a shell of themselves, and then you
yeah,
look at them and
It
you're
was
like
like
baby.
I'm pretty
it
sure
was the same way with my mom's, really, because she, like, when she got back from Texas from from chemotherapy, like, she lost a lot of weight.
cancer.
I'm like, whoa, like, what's going on? She told me it was like from pancreatic cancer, and
Cancer.
it's like her inside, there's bones. I was able to give her
I'd love
a
you
kiss
guys
that
to
day,
come on my panel to
which
give
worked.
these experiences when I do.
It was
Where'd
I
she
was thinking
die?
about doing. I was thinking about doing a live on Jack Kevorkian. That's why I was That's why I was like
What is
bringing
his
up these
protocol?
How'd your
questions.
mom die, by the way? Sorry, I don't get your name.
No, wait, hold up, because some people don't know who that is. So can you explain who that is?
Jack
Yeah.
Kevorkian was he just got a movie called You Don't Know Jack, but back in like the 80s, he was known as Dr. Death.
Dr. Yeah, I
He
remember him, Dr. Death.
he believed that if you were terminally ill, that you should have the right to terminate your own life, and that way you're not suffering, lingering, etc., etc., etc. So he was known for helping many patients, and he wanted to challenge the law. And he found a very terminally, very ill man, and he created like the death machine to help a lot of his. It's called like assistant suicide, where they would pull this thing and the machine would take care of it himself. But finally, it wasn't enough for him that he was pretty much winning in court. He wanted to challenge the law, and he did. He gave somebody an injection himself on national television. He did it. Now, keep in mind, the patients were all terminally ill. He interviewed them all. He made sure that, yes, this is what they wanted. And these people had terrible conditions. I mean, like really, they were suffering. I thought the movie and his documentaries are very fascinating now.
I take opiates every day. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually remember him like from back in the day, like what he did and everything. I was like, this is crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, literally.
People were
it's like,
against him.
I mean, listen,
I think the hospice has changed their protocol.
It changed it to it.
Yeah, Stephanie, they have
upped how much morphine you can get, and they've put it closer together.
Yeah.
They can pretty much.
I mean, you're dying anyway. Give it what they want.
Yeah, they
my mom
basically had to take time for it. And that's,
my mom's biggest thing was always like if she was going to go, like she didn't never want to be in the condition she was in. Like we talked about that my whole life.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, they did. I know back when my mom died, even they were like the protocol was a lot different than the years before, where maybe before that you could only get it every 6 hours, but then you were getting every 3, and they could give you Haldol on top of it, which is really not a good combination. But my mom only lasted 2 weeks, and that's a long time on hospice. So they definitely, the minute she signed up for hospice, she went from a clear mind to not coherent, in my opinion, and that's purposeful.
Did you like hospice? Do you think they did their job? They did.
Yeah, I mean, they did the best they could. I will never forget there was a nurse that would ask me if I was okay with something. If I wasn't, he would just tell people like, we're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, hospice was amazing. I thought they were so good, and like my dad was so he started dying like he was okay, and then like he knew he was dying. He felt that he was dying and was really like scared, and he had that impending doom. And they got Ativan and morphine to him to the house before he could even make it to the hospital.
Yeah, they were really good, and they would always just ask me like, "Are you comfortable with this? Are you going to be okay with this? Is this going to bother you? Was this your decision? Did you have They did one thing that I didn't like. That they did, like they let my mom get married on hospice because her ex told him that was her last wish, and they poured her Haldol and her morphine back some. That's a story for a different day, though. I don't even like to talk about it. But
really, they let her do that? What?
Yes. But I wish my best friend could come up, but she's got a lot going on right now. She was there with me, but in their defense, I had said like he could make decisions. I had to go home. I had 3 little kids. I had to go home for like 4 hours. That's the only time I went home.
Wow.
And I told them it was her only wish. And, at the time he had the power. Somehow or another, we both had a power of attorney. I was her legal, I was her daughter, her only daughter. But I didn't feel right even stopping it after they said, yeah, it was such a, I don't even want to talk about it. But they did everything the right way, and I couldn't have asked for better care as far as medical and the care that they gave my mom.
Who's had sudden deaths?
It was clean,
I mean, I do remember like my mom, she wasn't on hospice, but the one thing she told me though before she died was that she did get a chance to travel a lot. So she loved to travel. So she got a chance to travel to different states and everything. And when she got back, she lost a lot of weight. And it was just like, whoa, I'm like,
Yeah, my
man,
mom, they
it's
didn't know what
crazy.
was wrong with her for like
I'm sorry to hear that.
it's terrible to
It's
watch.
okay. It's okay.
Like
Yeah.
that's the first sign. If you see somebody losing a lot of weight, they didn't know what was wrong with my mom, and it was like a rare cancer. It's called a uterine sarcoma. And she also had cervical cancer, but it was hidden, like because she had endometriosis, so it was complicated. And she just started like my mom was like a champ. She went back to work like 4 days after open heart surgery, okay, but she couldn't move and she was crying in pain and she
The
was losing
pain.
all this weight. Yeah, she said it burned so bad.
So
So
when your mom was sick, not who's the guy on panel? I'm so sorry. I don't want to be rude.
Keith,
What's up? I'm Keith. How you doing?
Keith. I didn't get your name, so I was like, frick. I think you said it, but I didn't remember it. But when your mom was going, like, so it was a sudden fast thing?
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere, and it's like it just happened like that fast. I didn't like.
Yeah.
I
like
didn't realize.
she
That.
got
My dad
cancer
didn't
and then
realize
died.
that.
Was it pancreatic cancer? You said, Keith.
Yeah, it was pancreatic cancer. It
Pancreatic
just,
cancer is
something that,
rough.
Yeah, and
that
it
was
can. I mean,
like,
like if
Sorry,
when
Amanda, to cut you off. I just
no,
was.
you're okay. You're okay. That's just a huge sign of like if you're losing a lot of weight, there's only a few things that cause somebody to drop that much weight that quick. Get to the fucking doctor because my mom would kept going to the hospitals and nobody could tell us what's wrong. Well, finally, one night, I was talking to the guy that she was with, and I was like, "Listen, tell them that her like she had told me like her pee was like foam." And I told him that, and he was like a new doctor. He was just starting. And he was like, I just did a case. Like, I want to look at something. And he figured it out. But if you're dropping weight like that and shit, usually it's not good. Like, if my mom would have actually did her, like, she always took care of everybody else, so she didn't do her checkups and shit. If she would have done her checkups, we probably could have caught that, before it got bad. But she didn't. So it's really bad.
My grandmother was a big woman. She was like a very, very big woman, right? And I'll call her Nanny. I love her to death. She had a heart attack and I was there when she had it. And me and other people were trying to perform CPR on her. She went basically brain dead. We weren't able to save her, but they put her in like a like she was in a vegetable state. And we found out at the hospital, she used to always complain about these migraines all the time. And it was to the point where she was like asking everybody for cannabis. And when she was in a vegetated state, they did a CAT scan, they do the CAT scan on her head and stuff. She had skull cancer. It ate at her skull. She had holes that were huge in her skull, and no one knew. And now I feel like an asshole because it's like, damn, should I have given her, like, something? You know what I mean? Like she was a type of woman that would hardly ever complain. She'd be like, "Can I please have this?" But she'd say it so politely that you wouldn't think that she was in that much pain. She really hid it well. But skull cancer, I didn't even know that was a thing. That can create holes in your skull.
Yeah, you can get cancer like literally anywhere. It's fucking wild, that shit. And it will literally eat you from the inside out. Like you will, I mean, I don't know. My mom, like I said, I've had experience like my grandpa had brain cancer, but my mom's was like, I was like there with her going through the journey with her, but it was like, it literally ate her from the inside out. It was terrible. It's a terrible death. I don't wish it on my worst enemy. And if you fucking feel funny and I always get shit checked because you don't know, like that one checkup could seriously save your life. Like I don't like to preach at people, but my mom taught me like when she died, like when the doctor was telling us, this is why those checkups are so important. It always stuck with me. And yeah, I got to go get an exam soon. So
yes, especially for women.
Thanks,
well, not only that, an ovarian cyst can now kill you. I found out the hard way when I was I used to always complain to my mother when I was in high school that, oh, my back's hurting, and she kind of put it off. You have scoliosis. You have scoliosis. And I didn't know that ovarian cysts could grow. They can
Yes.
grow. Mine grew to the size, and this is true. They even took pictures of it.
Plug
So
your
gross.
ears, Kevin.
It got to the size of a grapefruit, and it
Oh,
twisted
man.
Yeah, they can get
my
big.
my fallopian tube, and it was starting to go gangrene. So go to the doctor, and ironically, what saved my life was I was in high school, and we're just happened to be doing abs that day, and I did a curl up, like a crunch, and I fainted, just boom, just
Yeah, my
fainted.
friend had them when she was younger, and she had to get them removed. Thank God she did, or it could have caused infertility issues, all kinds of stuff that
It
she
does
was
cause
really young.
infertility. I lost my ovary because of it.
Yeah,
I lost my ovary.
she had to get procedures and everything done because of it, and the doctor told her, like she was able to have 2 kids. Well, she had 3, but she was able to have 3 children after that. So luckily, though, because if she wouldn't have caught it, she was in a lot of pain and had to go to the hospital over it. I don't remember what caused it, but they said what all it could happen, and she had them all different size, all different sizes. I didn't even know you could have more than one, but you can. And yeah, it was bad. But yeah, so anyway, sorry to like make this all sad and stuff,
Yeah,
guys.
but you know
That's
what's
good,
really
man.
funny? When I worked at the pharmacy, there's a girl that stole from us a couple times, but she was like a regular, so she became part of the family. And then she started stealing, and I was like, "Oh my God, Jessica, like you're stealing. Like what the fuck?" So then she'd make excuses, whatever. I quit that job, and I've been out of work for 2 months. And then her cancer spread, and I heard it's bad, and she's losing her hair. So I was like, "Oh." So I reached out to her just because part of me, I used to give wigs to people that lost their hair because I have a soft spot. So I was like, "Do you want to go wig shopping? How's your hair? Blah, blah, blah." And I'm thinking, the story she told me, she would use to slice her boyfriend's tires. She was like caught up with the cops because she was just badass. I'm thinking, what damage is she going to do now with cancer? She's not going to be slicing tires. I just want to be there to help her because she's terminal.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Yeah.
like who cares?
That's
Like, I'm
wrong.
not going to, if people are going to judge me for being around her, I don't really care at this point. She's
I
only about to,
literally, I don't wish that shit on my worst.
Nah, man.
That's the
At the end
truth.
of the day,
So
you want to be able to help somebody, whether
yeah, with all this sadness, I'm about to wrap it up and watch
I'm
something
sorry.
else before bed. No, you're fine.
Did I do it? Just keep
No,
talking.
the
I'll hang
panel,
up. You guys go. I think I
no,
did it.
no,
No,
the pain,
no,
the
girl,
panel
you
was
didn't do
meant
it.
that
No.
way.
No, you
No,
cool,
it's
you cool, you
fine.
good. It's all good.
We
It's
were all
all
But you
talking
know
good.
what
about
it's about? It's
It wasn't
about
all
life,
bad. We
though.
now know that a Sasquatch is not a vegetable, or at least
right.
I
We
do.
all learned that a Sasquatch is not a
That's
vegetable,
the
and
yeah.
we got to
I feel so
no,
embarrassed. I study animals and I didn't pick up on that. I feel so stupid.
See, we
right.
all
And
feel
I
stupid.
agree.
This is a stupid life, and we all love each other for our
It's
stupidness.
a chill live right here, you know what I'm saying? You got good
That's
peeps
what I'm
on here.
talking about.
So,
Hey,
These
if
lives, like
anything,
that's the thing with lives is they can go from like talking about crazy movies to dragging a
yeah,
to like
motherfucker
dying on a
dying.
deathbed.
exactly,
I love
man.
you, Patty. So
Hey,
yeah,
we all
no,
got to vent.
we all
Nothing
been
wrong.
in.
You got the best, so it's cool,
Everybody
so
should feel
take away your
better.
light, Sean, daddy.
Hey,
And
Lane.
Mary died, so we gotta like remember that.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Rest in
saying?
peace,
So,
Mary. I would
RIP
never
Mary, man, you know what I'm saying?
um
So,
I would never troll anybody like about
nah.
that. So I hope that don't
I don't
wait
know how you guys
Slancha
felt
to
about her. I have
Mary.
no idea about her.
Slancha.
I just know she was good to
Yeah,
me, so I don't
Cheers.
know.
yeah. I said at the
You
end of the day,
gotta
you know what I'm
celebrate
saying?
her life and raise your glass and
Got to, man.
slancha to Mary. May you find peace, love, all that goodness.
So
All
if
that.
anything,
Hey,
we
see,
celebrated
so,
life because we talked about life and death.
we did. You know, at
yes.
the end of the day, Mary, man, she was a person just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? She always,
Exactly.
whether you liked her or you hated her, you know what I'm saying? She always had light shine inside of her. And she was
Exactly
real,
right. And
She
she
was
had a
real.
And if
little
I made an
child.
ass out of myself, I would hate for people to judge me on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was
That's
saying.
what
Like
I'm saying.
none of us didn't like her that much. Like that's what I started my live out about. So if Bombshell hears this, I didn't fucking troll you. I wouldn't do that. And if you have whatever it is that somebody supposedly told you with, if you could send it to me, that would be great. I would like to see it. I never said you were next. God, I hope you're not next. I hope you live a long life. Even though we don't necessarily get along, I don't want to see anything bad happen
Right.
to you. But with that being
Exactly.
said, thank you guys for coming up. Thank you all for hanging out in the chat.
Absolutely. You're
Thanks for
welcome.
having me, Amanda. I know
No
I don't come
problem.
up,
I know. Thank you for coming up. It was good to talk
but
to you.
thanks
Good
for
seeing
having
you,
me.
man. Say good seeing you.
Bye.
Good seeing everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
That's it,
Bye,
man.
my sexy sister.
Peace out, Sal.
Bye.
You have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.